So Paul, probably one of the best home performances we've seen for a while here at Field Mill on Saturday. Are you pleased with the way that the lads put the performance in?
I was pleased with the performance, yeah. You know, probably a little bit disappointed. You know, you got to be disappointed with the result when you don't win at home. But you know, we've got to realise, you know, who we was coming up against and what their expectations are for this season. You know, they're a very ambitious club. You look at the players on show. Some very good players in Fleetwood shirt. So, yeah, I thought we did well throughout the match. Probably threw caution to the wind in the last 10 or 15 minutes, which left us open at the back. But we wanted to go and win it at home. So, but yeah, overall pleased with the lads. I thought the lads worked extremely hard. Looking
at tomorrow night, then it's another fixture in the calendar, a trip to Fleetwood. Perhaps, you know, it's one of the longer ones, but statistics show that you're better away from home. So is that something that you'll be bearing in mind for tomorrow night?
Well, it just seems like, apart from of late, it seems like we've been on the road all season. You know, we've had some long trips to Darlington, Braintree, Barrow, and like you say, we seem to perform better away from home. But we know it's going to be a tough game. But these lads are. You know, seem to be relaxed a little bit more away from home rather than home, and we seem to play our best stuff away from home. So I think the lads are really looking forward to it, if I'm honest.
How much of a different test do you think it'll be tomorrow night? As you say, they're up there fighting, they'll want to go through to round one. How much of a difficult test do you think it'll be for you tomorrow night?
Personally, I think the pressure's on Fleetwood now. You know, it's their home game. I think they are fans. They're expecting them to win. And you know, I probably thought that they probably feel as though they've got the job done now. But like I say, we'll go up. We're a different animal away from home, and you know, I don't think the tie's over yet.
Looking at that, then, do you think you'll be making any changes for tomorrow night, or will it be pretty much the same as what it was on Saturday?
We haven't really got a lot to deal with in terms of squad. We've got quite a few injuries, so I would have thought it'd be roughly the same squad that we're travelling up there today, tomorrow night. Sorry. But we're just going to have to check with the physio this morning to make sure we've got no bumps and scratches.
Was there any fresh injury causes after the game on Saturday?
Like I said, just a few you know, bruises, but hopefully not enough to keep players out of the game on Tuesday night.
We look at Ben Futcher. He came back into the side on Saturday. Many said he was man of the match. He got Spamps as man of the match as well. How much of a key figure was he in that back line?
Like I say with Futch, it's not just his playing ability, it's the presence that he gives us and the organisational qualities he gives us. You know, and you know, when Futch goes back to Bury on the 12th, we're going to miss Futch. That's no doesn't take a rocket scientist to work that out. He's a good player, but you know, we've got Tomo coming back from injury. We've got Reece Day coming back from injury. Riley, I thought was outstanding on Saturday. I thought he was excellent. And we've, as well as Such went to right back on Saturday, so you know, we've got some capable players that can play in that position. So I think we've got enough bodies in that position to cope when Futch goes back.
You mentioned there Reece Day and John Thompson. Is there any behind closed doors games coming up for them to get a few more minutes under the belt?
Yeah, we've got one this Wednesday. You know, hopefully another 90 minutes for them both. Get them closer to our first 11 because you miss players of that calibre. But we've got to make sure that we don't rush either of them back too quickly. You know, so yeah, it's another game on Wednesday, and hopefully they'll be another step closer.
Looking at the first round draw, then, if we're going to look ahead from tomorrow night, it's one of your old FA Cup adversaries, isn't it? Wycombe Wanderers here at Field Mill if we beat Fleetwood. Interesting draw, and I'm sure you've got fond memories of that when you was at Eastwood.
Yeah, great memories. You know, it was a great day for Eastwood Town Football Club. No one gave us a chance that day. I think they were the only unbeaten club in the Football League that come that stage. You know, we did well. Young Meikle scored a great goal that day. I think we ended up winning 2-0 at home. But you know, before we start looking at Wycombe, we've got a really tough game on Tuesday, and you know, we've got to make sure our mindset's right. I want the same sort of mindset as when we've gone to Wrexham. You know, the Barrows, the Darlingtons, the Stockports of this world. If we do that, we'll give a good account of ourselves. Like I say, if we don't, it's a place where you can come away with a heavy defeat, you know, because they've got a lot of good players. But like I say, these lads, you know, for the first time in a long time at home, I thought they played with a bit of a smile on the face. And the good thing about it is that I don't think we put in a home performance like an away performance yet. But I think after Saturday's performance, I think we're slowly getting there. I just want them to build on that.
So looking at that, and then obviously the lads must have been pleased with getting the point and pleased with the way they performed. Do you think that they'll have that mindset and they'll be able to go and get that victory tomorrow night? Do you think they'll be able to carry it on?
Yeah, it's a football match. You know, like I say, you look at our away form. It's I'd say, you know, with the teams that we've played, it's excellent. You know, it's a different light animal on Tuesday night, but it's a challenge. It's a massive challenge for us. But you know, sometimes these boys are at the best when no one gives them a chance. And I would have thought the neutrals in this game won't give us a chance on Tuesday night. But I say these boys keep bouncing back, so hopefully we'll be in the right mindset.
Let's turn our attentions to players which are out of the club at the moment, and also, as we spoke earlier about Ben Futcher going back to Bury, you know, in a couple of weeks' time. There'll be a couple of players coming back to the club in a couple of weeks' time as well. Mitchley, Smith and Stevenson. Will there be any extensions on their loans, or looking to get them back in the side?
I think Mitchley's going to be extended till Christmas, but the other two look like, you know, I mean, what we did it for was to get them match fit and get them back playing. So it looks like unless something you know, weird happens in the next couple of days, they'll be coming back. You know, you look at our system on Saturday. It was geared for both of them, both Smith and Stevenson. You know, Stevenson knits us up when we play the 4-3-3 stroke 4-5-1, whichever system you want to call it. But he sits, you know, I don't think there's many players around that sit in that pocket just behind the front boy better than him. So you know, we're getting back fit, we're getting back strong, and it'll be nice to have them back, two fresh fit bodies.
Gaffer, good luck tomorrow night, and let's hope to get through to round one.
Thank you very much.